second question from my side. Should the U.S. government give reparations to African Americans?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
I agree.
Like here's the thing. I think that there should be a thing where it definitely should be, even if it's not money, it should be in a form of giving opportunity to something. Because I do believe that I like you gave so much money to every other group, right? You given so much stuff to so many groups, but I do feel like for indigenous people, Mexicans or Latin Americans, and black people, and specifically black people, you do need, like, if I'm speaking for my people, we do need more access to things that we don't get. And then so my thing with reparations would be this though: how would you get it? How would you give it out? And what would be the what would be the stipulations to it, and how would you do it? Because I don't think you just should give people money, because I never feel like you should just give people money.
It'd be like $500K in every family's bank account.
Yeah, $500K in every family's bank account. That'd be cool, but then again, I would also like to see more ways that you can help people out other than giving them money.
Right.
Like, I want to see you place financial institutions in their communities and build their communities up. Like, I would love to see those type of deals, rather than you just like give them the money. Like, money's great, but don't let it just be money, because money comes and goes, and not a lot of us, let's be real, are financially literate.
That's facts. No, that's facts. I was gonna make that point too. Yeah.
Yeah, and so my thing is, you can give us all the money in the world, but until you give us the proper tools we need to actually use that money, what would it be for?
No, that's fine. I definitely agree with that. I think if you were to give like every family like a monthly stipend, that's cool. But you have to make the investments in like education, like actually give predominantly black schools the same amount of money that you would give that school in the suburbs. You know what I mean? Give them the same amount, allocate the same resources, because those kids can achieve the same things. They just traditionally, over the centuries, have not been given the same resources. So like that, access to healthcare. Like, black women die in far greater numbers than pretty much any other group of women in the healthcare system.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Doing stuff like that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. My thing is, my only kickback with reparations is this. It's cool and ideal, but would it solve any problems? Because like I said, you don't have like a lot of people that are in our communities that are really financially literate. And then you, like, what's the point of giving me something that I don't know how really to use? And I don't also like the idea of, I'm gonna give you a monthly stipend, because like I said, I don't want to get to a point where people are dependent. We don't need to become dependent on the government.
Like handouts.
Yeah.
Right, and exactly, and you're right. I don't want it to be seen that way, and I think to myself, well,
but
at the same time, should black people feel like, because it's a handout, we shouldn't want it, or we shouldn't take it? Because I'm just looking at all the other groups, like Native Americans, have been given that. They've got casinos. Jewish Americans were given reparations. Japanese Americans, especially for the internment camps, were given reparations. White Americans had the Homestead Act that gave them like free land and all this stuff. Black people were supposed to get 40 acres and a mule. Didn't get that. So we were originally supposed to get something from the government, and still didn't.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, for me, like I said, you give all these groups these things, right? I do feel like there is something that you have to give. You have to, like, if you want to really go about being this America where you want to make things great and you want to do good by us, you're gonna have to come up off of something. But I would also like us to have more action. Instead of having money, I would like us to have more equity. It's a difference between me giving you money and then me giving you money and say, all right, here's your devices, go do what you're gonna do. But if I don't know how to use that, or if I don't have the equity really to do anything, like, if I don't have the money, or if I don't have the financial literacy to go use this new capital that I got, like, how many people do you know actually know what to do with $1,000, let alone other than pay their bills.
No, you're right.
After they pay their bills, then what are they gonna do?
Yeah. Say that your bills are $500 and now you have $500 left over. What are you gonna do with that $500?
And that's the thing. Like, I would like more. Yeah, you got the Homestead Act, and then, but here's the thing: my pushback with the Native American thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they gave handouts, quote unquote, but they also put them on fucking reservations and shit.
Right. Okay.
Where it's
Fair
like
enough.
it wasn't what people think it is with the handouts. They got, yeah. But my thing is this: in the whole, I feel like if you're gonna do the how they do reparations really matters,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't feel like it's just a money thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I don't feel like anything that's going on financially in the world in terms of raising the minimum wage has to do with money.
Mm-hmm.
It's how you training these people and how you re-indoctrinate these people.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were just talking about offhand about you have to show some olive branch of we really want to make things right.
Mm-hmm.
And how you make things right, you can't be a rich parent.
Mm-hmm.
You just think money's gonna solve everything.
Yeah.
You actually have to do things that's gonna, like, okay, cool, now we're gonna put you on the same level, or give you some kind of form to where, all right, cool, you can go hang yourself or not. But at the same time, I would also like to show, I would like more actual institutions
Mm-hmm.
built for us, rather than just here's $100 every month or an extra $1,000. Now I ain't gonna turn it down if they give it. Hey man, if that's what they want to come down to, I ain't turning nothing down.
Money, you know.
Money is money.
I'm not
Money
turning
talks.
down either. Shit, I'm trying.
Money talks.
Trying to give me some.
Trying to get this money. But my thing is this: like, I feel like I said, money isn't everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. It can solve a lot, but like I said, you can give a person every money and opportunity everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't matter.
Fact.
And I'm not gonna, like I said, if they came to me and said, all right, cool, we gonna give our reparations to every black African American and native of slaves, I'm gonna definitely get mine. I'm getting my line, like on that Dave Chappelle skit. I'm rich, bitch.
Rich, bitch. Hide the money, y'all. It's poor people around. You know what I'm saying? Which I think a lot of people would be stunting. Doing
But
that. But
like I said, like, that's the thing though. Like, I don't want it to be a thing where you give all this money and we leave and then we back in the same place.
That's a good point.
All right, cool.